All right, we scoured the land here at Anaheim too, and we had to go way, way back to find the number 17 Ware Racing Kawasaki Joey Savatgy. But guess what? Guess who else we found? Ben LaMay. I knew nothing about this, but this just happened. So we're gonna get the explanation. So Ben is wrenching for Joey. So how did all of this transpire?
Yeah, it was last minute. I wasn't looking for this job by any means, but I live in Colorado, and right now it's a little slow for me work-wise, being winter and all that. So the manager of the team hit me up and asked if I wanted to come and wrench for Joey. I'm pretty handy with wrenches and stuff, being a privateer for so long, doing all my stuff on my own bike. I wanted to jump on it and come spend the weekend at the races again.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just saw him run around the pits, and I was like, hey, it's Ben. Now it's Joey's bike. So that was interesting. I will say, we just discussed this. Ben is probably the fastest, well, not probably, is the fastest mechanic there is in the paddock right now. He could probably line up right now and race and do very well. But I wanted to talk to you a little about the bike. So now that you've had a couple rounds with the Kawasaki, you're not a Kawasaki guy. You've been a Honda guy, you've been a KTM guy. So maybe this is kind of new for you?
Yeah, the Kawi is definitely, it's actually one of the bikes I never spent any time on throughout my career. I've wrenched on them, you know, working on other friends' bikes and stuff like that. But like you said, going into detail, I don't know a whole lot about the Kawi, but it's still bolts, still a motor, still a frame, you know. So, but yeah, learning, you know, I took the motor out, put it in, just to kind of get a feel of all of that, you know, just in case something were to happen, understand, you know, just the characteristics of, you know, chain slack and just what Joey likes as a rider, and just trying to last minute get as prepared as possible.
All right, so what are your duties being a mechanic for Joey? Obviously, you're not doing the engine. He has someone doing that. Does Pro Circuit take care of all of his engine things?
Yeah, so the engine is all Pro Circuit. It's all, I mean, any customer can buy what's in Joey's motor right now. But yeah, Pro Circuit does all the motor, and PC Showa's all doing the suspension. But for me, it's just race maintenance. On Sunday, I strip it all down, rebuild everything, make sure there's nothing breaking or you know, almost breaking. Just want to make sure everything is good, especially with Joey being a top 10 guy. It needs to be spot on. It needs to be perfect. So trying to do my best and cover all the bases.
All right. You've been with Joey a little bit. Is there anything that you're a racer yourself, and you know how racers are, we're picky, a little bit of mental cases at times. Is there something that Joey has been pretty adamant about or picky about on his bike?
No, I mean, honestly, it was pretty smooth. Last weekend at San Diego was our first time together, and everything went perfect. We did some suspension adjustments in practice and didn't touch the bike ever since then. So now Joey as a rider seems pretty relaxed and just kind of runs it. To me, it seems not too picky. I mean, yeah, there's going to be your lever controls, your bars, stuff like that you know, maybe someone is picky on, but that's what they should be. They're the rider. They want it to feel perfect. So no, I think Joey's an awesome rider and a cool person to hang out with.
You sat on this thing. I've been doing some cockpit checks earlier. His cockpit seems pretty good for a shorter kind of guy, right? Like the bars are a little bit rolled back, but for the pegs, the seat, and everything feels pretty normal. Yeah,
everything for a shorter guy, it feels right. For me, the bars are too low, but I'm a lot taller than Joey is, so that makes total sense. You know, he likes this bump in the seat. I, as a rider, don't like the bump in the seat, but like I said, that's just the way he runs it, and all, you know, that's just the way he wants it.
Do you know anything about his engine character, what he likes out of it? Has he talked about that? Does he like a lot of front side, low end? I know me and you bounce things off of each other every now and again, so, and you're a techie guy, you know, when it comes to your bikes. Do you know what kind of engine he prefers?
I don't think we have the capability of really tuning it to being exactly what he prefers. It's a pretty generic motor, honestly, and the ignition is stock, so it's like I said, it's pretty generic Cowie with just some little parts here and there. For me, I like a really aggressive motor because I'm pretty big and strong, and I can take a lot of power. But yeah, it's all about putting the horsepower to the tire on the track.
All right, there you have it, number 17, Rick Ware Racing. You'll find Joey in the back of the pits, but up the front near the pack. Honestly, he could be top 5 to 7, no problem. And just like Ben said, on a bike that you can go purchase all these parts yourself. So that's pretty cool for us race fans, honestly. So if you're rooting for someone, root for the number 17.